Hey guys, FilthyRobot here. I just wanted to add a quick ending to the Edge of Disaster campaign, as that campaign is officially retired. A couple things happened all at once. The first of which was the Mandate of Heaven patch came out, which massively nerfed mercenaries. And if you guys have been following that campaign, you are aware that my entire strategy for that game was based around being able to field essentially infinite manpower via mercenaries. And even with maxed out mercenaries for this campaign, I have been struggling to fight the massive blobs and coalitions of the late game. I think if I did this challenge again, I would attempt it slightly differently, but what I had chosen as a strategy is no longer compatible with the current patch. Now I could revert it and go back to the previous patch, but the previous patch has a number of really annoying bugs. One of which is really crippling, which is the combat deployment bug, which essentially, if you're engaging a smaller army, you're not able to effectively engage an enemy's smaller army that is about to be reinforced. Or that gets reinforced while you're fighting it, because your units essentially disappear. They still take morale damage, they still are there, they're still being lost, they're just not doing any actual fucking fighting. It does things like deploy your cannons in the front. Basically, the existing patch is a pain in the ass for huge wars like the ones I'm having, and the patch after, which fixes the problems with the huge wars, nerfs the living hell out of mercenaries, which makes it a really awkward position to be in. I'm also not real thrilled about the idea of every time I open EU4 for a stream or recording with the Roomba or recording on my own, jumping between version types, and I think I'm just going to retire the campaign here. I'm not sure if I would have been able to survive this coalition war we've been a part of. It's certainly a miserable, miserable war, and the just sheer numbers of enemies was pretty daunting at this stage in the game. If I was able to power through that fight, I think we would have had the campaign. I think I would have attempted it a little bit more. I learned a lot as I was playing this campaign, mostly through other campaigns, but also partially through this, about things like releasing vassals and using Wars of Reconquest to feed stuff and whatnot. But I don't know if I would have won this or not. It certainly was interesting to see the sheer size of the late game fights and late game's armies. It was an experience. So hopefully you've enjoyed this campaign. I hate to leave it on a indecisive ending, but unfortunately the timing of the patch plus other things like that have made that the reality of the situation. So if you enjoyed it, please let me know. Please check out my other EU4 content. And I just didn't want to leave you just hanging with no ending whatsoever. I know this isn't a particularly satisfactory one, but at least it's better than just having it end and nothing at all. So again, sorry. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.